myself, yeah. It's getting hard, and I think I'm doomed. 'Cause everyone
the race gonna be like this for the whole race? Night?
No, it won't be.
F1? Okay.
Cross out the ones who hurt me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs.
All right. Good evening to you all. Let's get this show on the road then. How we doing there in chat? Come on, talk to me. What's good? What's good? What's good? Ooh, look at this! Look at this! Unfortunately, we are not going to be racing in the night throughout this entire event. But we are in for some surprise. I'm not going to reveal it to you guys just yet. But stay with us here for the next 80 minutes or so. I know it sounds a bit long, but it's come on. You guys sit through that entire boring F1 race today. Wasn't that boring? Come on, talk to me, talk to me. Wasn't that boring? I found that pretty boring, man. Max just came out and ate up the entire competition, even though he was, what, 18th, 16th on the grid? Come on, man. What was that about? What's going on with Red Bull? Is this like a Mercedes do-over? Alright, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining me. And we are about to get qualifying underway here for the final round of our GT3/GT4 Caribbean Championship here. We are at Mount Panorama, located there in Bathurst, New South Wales, Australia. And we've got the guys here in their GT3/GT4 machines doing the rounds here, getting it sorted out in free practice before we go to official qualifying. Do you guys hear me well out there in Chatland? Just let me know what's up. Is it too loud? Is it too easy? Is it too quiet? Easy. In the hell is easy? Is it too quiet? Come on, let me know what's going on. Rique Races says it wasn't boring depending on what team you rep. Come on, man. I mean, I'm backing Max at the moment, but it was quite boring. In that regard, as we go now for official qualifying.
Start, right?
That is correct, indeed. It is a rolling start. Oh, you know what? I have to leave the server and return in just a bit. Just give me a sec here now, guys. Forgot to turn on this application that I usually use here to stay out of the driver's way, or else I myself will be a part of the race. Alright, so let me see. Sound is good. Great. Thank you very much for that. Sector 7E4B and Declan Cali. Alright, so I don't think Sector you're subscribed, so you better hit that subscribe button right now, bro. I'm not even kidding. Let's get it going, guys. Let's get the YouTube algorithm going. This is the final round. Aren't you guys pumped? I mean, come on, we got Oswin Wilson going up against John Green. Oswin at the top of the leaderboard right now with 62 points. John Green there with 55. Unfortunately, we're not going to have you, Declan. I can see you there in the chat. But we're not going to have you here at third position with your 38 points. This is loud. Give me a sec. Let me get away from the car. Alright, and qualifying is live. This is your official qualifying. You are go. Let's get myself in position here for these guys exiting pit lane. First one out is Oswin Wilson. Seems like he's in now. Ooh, it's pretty loud. These cars are getting goosebumps here, but it's just a video game, right? Nope, the competition is real. Alright, so it's Oswin Wilson, Kurt Moss, Javon Eady, Jaden Harrison, Matthew Titus, Joshua Brady, sorry. Ooh, we've got Adam finally joining us. He had signed up with us from since the beginning of the championship, but he had some computer issues there. He's got it sorted now. And so we've got Raul Pertab there as well in GT4, followed by Christian Rajnat, Mornay Duploy, the South African Cale Vaden Roper, Tavar Clark, and Javon Taylor, followed by Michael McName. The following from Cale down are still in pit lane as we look at Oswin now getting around Bathurst here, getting them tires warm here and getting ready. Ooh, you know what? I forgot. Yes, indeed, wrong scene. That's what I forgot. Alright, Oswald, getting them tires ready here. Ooh, touches the wall there. Good thing I turned down the damage for these guys. It's actually been lower than expected here for the entire championship because I know these cars are quite new to them, so I wanted them to get affiliated with it. But they will be back, and trust me upon that. This is basically a testing scenario that we're using these cars in. Of course, if you do own a copy of Assetto Corsa, you do know that basically what has occurred is that they stopped development of this game, and so modders, people who just take it upon themselves to put cars and tracks within the game, they basically took it upon themselves to put the newer versions of these cars into the game here. And so we have to test these cars against each other as Oswin goes now. Kurt Moss has already put in a lap there of 2:11, and Oswin Wilson sitting behind. Let's see what Oswin does here through sector 1. Oh, it seems as though he's already gone off track here, Oswin Wilson. What about Kurt Moss? I'm not getting any readings from Kurt Moss as well. Yes, you know what? That's my bad. This is actually the first lap that they're going to be counted on. And if I can just get this flag out of the way here. So, and on completion of this lap, it's when you'll be able to see the counter start here for these guys. Oh, Kurt Moss hanging on there through Skyline now. Into the S's he goes. Missed him for the last 2 races. It's unfortunate that we've lost him here now in the points standing. So, as I was saying, it is Oswin Wilson spinning around there at the exit, coming down into Conrad Strait there, and he's back in pit lane. Kurt Moss now, as we see other guys put some timing on the board, is going to give us a true representation, almost, I should say, of what exactly we can expect here from a top runner in terms of timings. And if you guys do follow us through our website and following our news articles, then you will know the timings that they did throughout the week here. He comes across the line, it's a 2:05 now, 9:52. That's not really a true representation just yet. As we've already, or almost I should say, completed 5 minutes here in qualifying. It's currently Kurt Moss from Oswin Wilson, John Green, and Oswin Wilson has got a bit of traffic in front of him there in the name of Tafar Clark. Ooh, Tafar messing it up in there, taking it into the wall. He's probably going to teleport back into pit lane here. As Mornay Duploy goes second fastest now, sitting some 5 seconds away from Kurt Moss. We're completing the lap here with Oswin Wilson. Sounded Mercedes AMG here. TSS is asking, how are the BOP settings regulated? Well, we here at CSRO, we do have a working operating staff and organizers that basically host these events, and we do all of the in-house testing ourselves. And so come up with a BOP settings due to I want to say stringent testing here of the cars. That's not a good representation here from Oswin Wilson, but we got other guys making it around the lap here now. Jaden Harrison, you can see the GT4 cars all the way up there, but of course, sorry about that. So if the GT4 cars are all the way in 4th position, you know the GT3 cars are definitely not showing representative times at the moment here. I hope I did answer your question there, TSS, on the basis of how the BOP settings are regulated. We then go back to each round or each race and we do our testings again. This entire championship though was a test bed though for these cars, and so we do plan to use them again, or might basically trade out some for others, because they are others that we did not use here, and give those a whirl as well. Oh, kill Fade and Roper there in the Audi. He's got a bit of damage, so it was Kale actually we saw lost it at the top of the mountain. Then he's gonna, ooh, Oswin Wilson comes across the line now, so that's a 205.409 from him. And where is Kurt Moss on the lap? Oh, he's doing even better here now. He's through sector 2 and down on his time, or should I say up? It's rather down on his time. Matthew Titus, we haven't seen him in a while in the McLaren 720S, goes 5th fastest. And there goes Kurt Moss now with a 204.782, takes that 1st position back from Oswin Wilson. No representative time here through sector 1 just yet from Ozzy. Ozzy, the man from Guyana, in his Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo. Oh, he's doing a personal best through sector 1, but not purple, as we saw there from Kurt Moss. Mornay Duploy retakes that, well, 2nd row. But it's not the top spot on the 2nd row. It actually is, sorry. He was in the front row, and he's now in the 2nd row. And he's trailing by a margin here now. Ozzy going down into Forrest's elbow, and he touches that wall again. Oh, see that? That's that wall that is all messed up coming out there off the mountain. So this time will not be a representation here. Can he still do better here? I think that's half a second. No, he can probably go a 10th faster if he did it really well here in the 2nd half. But nope, he did not. Where is Mornay? Mornay is looking very fast here in the Mercedes through this section. This particular section is my favorite, and he's doing a personal best too. So Oswin right now, oh no, he's still not in danger, because Mornay is actually trailing by 2.5 seconds to Kurt Moss. Roper tapped, goes, oh, Mornay as well, overshoots that exit there as he enters Conrad Straight. It didn't affect him that much. As a matter of fact, John Green now goes 3rd fastest on the 2nd row here. Mornay's going to get a huge helper from Michael McName. Did I see Michael glitch just now? Oh, he gets out of the way, but is he going to come back on track? No, he doesn't. But so Mornay has got a huge helping there from Michael McName in terms of getting a good slipstream. So this 2.5 seconds should come down here for Mornay. Even though he touched the wall there coming off of the mountain. Yes, he does. It's a 2:07.128 there now from Mornay. And where is John? John in the Bentley, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he's doing personal best there through sector 1. He's actually 2.4 seconds away from the leader here. He's about a tenth away from a tenth and a half almost from Mornay in that third position here to lead the second row. Oh, he just oversteers there a bit, but it's better than hitting the wall, I'd say. Holding it up here through sector 2 as well. Oh, I can tell you that car is not running out of gears. It's just a glitch there from the audio, I believe. Alright, he goes faster there though. 1.3 seconds. He takes that spot away from Mornay. Mornay is now entering Conrad Strait rather. And I'm not seeing any significant time here from Mornay. Kilbane and Roper holding on to that 5th position here in the Audi. Did go back into pit lane. You can see the car having a fix there. Christian Rajnath, Tavar Clark, Michelle Wallace have all got to get it together here and climb the ladder over the GT4s. Oh, Kill, not happy with that lap. He just takes it back into pit lane. Raul Pratap though in the Alpine. He's got Anna Adam in front of him. And Raul here seemingly being held up by the Porsche. It's a 2:17.7 here from Raul. Oh, someone just lost it there. It's Javon Edie, and Oswin had to take evasive action there. Edie apologizing for that because I do believe Oswin was probably on a fast one. But Edie does get going again. Is it me or are you guys awfully quiet there in the chat? As he does come across the lane. Oh, John has gone a bit faster there on that previous lap. Oswin Wilson is punching a hole in front of him here to make for a little bit of slipstreaming. So John could go even faster here. He's now just 2/10 away, or 3/10 rather, away from that second position. Oswin trying very, very hard here. Oh no, John, seeing a car on the inside, has had to abandon that lap. This is the problem you will have while running two classifications here on this very narrow circuit. So while John does take that back into pit lane, still not getting any readings here from Oswin Wilson. His timing apparatus might not be working properly. We are looking at Mornay to try and see if he can actually do better Christian Rajnath seemingly not up to task right now. Out there in 15th position here. Christian coming off of a second place finish there in last week's event. And he still hasn't been able to grab a nice neat lap here to throw on the timing sheet. And now we're in crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. Anytime we go under 5 minutes, the 5 minute mark, it's crunch time here at CSRO, and these guys are basically biting their nails at this point. Oh, Christian messing that up there through the dipper, and he's definitely not going to be calculated here, and still 15th position here overall, that is. Might just be he pulls aside and gives Mornay the opportunity here to get going. Let's ride with Mornay. Mornay, you can see second sector there being improved there by him, as well as the first personal best, that is. Oh, Mission Wallace finally getting that McLaren there up to speed and goes 6th fastest now. He's putting that alongside his teammate Matthew Titus. So Mornay does go a bit faster there now with a 2:06. Sorry, didn't get to see that. But Shane Wallace here. Let's look at the McLarens. Oh, Titus is right behind him as well. Wallace with a bit of damage there to his front end. So he improves here by 2.2 seconds, Wallace, through sector 1. What about Titus, as Clark now splits the duo in 7th? Not getting a read in here from Titus as well. But Wallace's time is calculating here, and he goes through the dipper. You're about to get a second sector reading from him. Forrest's elbow. He's out there. Let's see those second sector time. Oh, he's lost actually more than he gained here through the first sector. So it's unfortunate here, but Wallace cannot get this car to do what he wants through the mountain section, and he's going to take it into pit lane. Something's got to give. Meanwhile, Titus might be going for a fast one here. Kurt Moss, and that's it. Qualifying is over. Titus will not get his opportunity here. Oswin Wilson already losing out here through sector 1. Duploy, John Green, they're still in pit lane. Kill Vayner Roper, he's on outlap, so he's probably just testing his setup. Or actually, we'll just stay with him to see if we do have an issue with timings here with him as well. Hey, if you're new here, just hit that like button, subscribe with the notification bell to know when we go live in the future, as we've got a lot more championships to come before the year is out. So no, Kill was not on a fast one there. 2:10 at 1:82 there by Kill Vayner Roper is the final time that we got from him. The GT4s are still in action though. What about Harrison? He's now about to cross. Not seeing anything wrong. Michael McName as well as Anna Adam is going to take that off track here. Joshua Brady. Oh, he's losing the rear end here through the S's. And while he gained that much time there through Sector 1, just remember that is in relation to his personal best time. He did mess up Sector 2. And it might be, he's still in 4th position here for the GT4 class. Christian Rajnath still didn't get that car onto him. And Anna Adam just didn't get that Porsche under him as well. Joshua Brady in the Audi R8 LMS here, GT4 classification. I don't believe this is a substantial time. He's actually going to go into pit lane here now. So that is it, guys. That is it, ladies and gentlemen, for qualifying. And it's unfortunate, but some guys just couldn't get it done here. Kill Bill and Roper as well as Jaden Harrison. Christian Rajnath still on track. Just about ready to go racing here, guys, for the final round of our GT3/GT4 championship. Let me just remind you of the top contenders here for position. Oswin Wilson sits at the top of the points sheet rather, with 62 points. John Green needs 7 points to win, as he's sitting there pretty with 55 points. Declan Daniel, who unfortunately we are going to miss for the remaining of this championship, sits in 3rd position with 38 points. Had a really good outing here in a couple of races in the GT4 and GT3 classification, and it's unfortunate that we did lose him here through the championship. Christian Rajnath sits in 4th position, and he's going to be able to claim that 3rd position as long as he finishes within within 25 points. No, within 8 points rather. He's going to finish in that 3rd position. Monet Duploy is in 5th position. Newcomer here to CSRO, made his debut, and I believe it was the 2nd round of this championship, and did well for himself to put it in the top 5. Now, talking about the GT4, Raw Pratap sits at the top with 53 points. Javon Eady with 43. Rojan Reed, sorry, we've lost him as well, with 31. Jaden Harrison 30, and Michael McName with 25. So Javon Eady would need 10 points there to claim 1st position. Rojan Reed is not here. Jaden Harrison would need 23 points for 1st position. That's still possible here with a race win from him to win the championship overall. 2nd would need 13 points, and he just needs 1 to get into the top 3. Then Michael McName making a late call here. Needs he only has 25 points rather, and he will not be able to get 1st position, as he would need 28 points, and 1st only gives out 25. Ooh, why am I looking at trees? My apologies there, as I get myself into position here now. As qualifying has come to an end here.
Okay.
And we're gonna have the guys on the grid any moment now. Alright guys, as we're going for the rolling start through the mounting section, you're gonna give me a single file, and then when you get on to Conrad Straight, you're gonna get back into double file again. Thank you.
Got it.
Just remember which side of the track you're on, of course. As we await the countdown here now to get going, I just want to put myself in a nice position here for you guys. Get a good look of them down the front straightaway here before we go racing. Right, so Jaden Harrison, I was saying 13 points to get into second position. You just need that 1 point to get into third. Michael McName coming in very, very late here in this season, and he would need 28 points rather to get first, so that's not possible. He's going to get second if he gets 18 points, and he's going to get third if he gets 6. And points to fourth would be 5 points. He's definitely going to be able to claim fourth position if he does not with the rest, because Rojan Reed is not here. So John Green would need 7 points to just let me know when it says.
We got 35 seconds.
Thank you very much. Right, so let's see if I can do this in 30 seconds or so. John Green would need 7 points to first. Christian Rajnat would need 32 points, so that's out for him. For second position, he's got to get a 25 race win. Points to third, 8, Mornay Duploy. And just remember, do not go when the lights go out. Do not go when the lights go out. You will be given a drive-through penalty. Thank you. Await your race director's order. All right, here we go now. Let's get going. GT3, go ahead.
Do I go when GT3 goes, or
Yes,
do I
go.
Yeah.
You are GT3, go. Try to catch up. GT4, let's go, GT4. Alright, 50 kilometers per hour on the clock there through the mountain section, please. We don't want any incidents through here, thank you. Be careful of the Constantina effect.
Do you mind reading us the GT4 qualifying order?
In 1 second, please.
Brady, I think you should be in front of me.
Go.
Alright, GT4's order is Robert Tapp, Jaden Harrison, Michael McName, Joshua Brady, Javon Taylor, Javon Eady, and Adam. That's it. I'll go that over. It's Robert Tapp, Jaden Harrison, Michael McName, Joshua Brady, Javon Taylor, Javon Eady, and Adam.
Do you mind letting Javon know that? Javon Taylor?
Taylor didn't read a pass.
Taylor, well, just go ahead. Single file for me, guys. Single file for me. You need to catch up. Per tab, increase your speed to 80 kilometers per hour, please. Get back into double file GT3, double file. Give me 15 kilometers per hour on the clock.
Safari, gotta move up.
Hard to race, man.
When you hit the back straightaway there, GT4, get into double file for me, please. And you're gonna have to catch up for me on that back straightaway. Get ready, GT3, get ready. Close it up there on the back of the field, please. .50 kilometers per hour on the clock. Green light, green light, green light, go, go, go. Alright, they're off here. Let's see if they make it through turn 1. So So far, so good here. Looking back at the leaders right now, it's Kurt Moss with the whole shot, followed by Oswin Wilson. Then we have John Green coming up, followed by Mornay Duploy. Matthew Titus here is getting attacked by Cale Van Roper on the inside. There's a 3 wide almost coming down the front straightaway there. On the rear end of the field, it's going to be Christian Rajnath to Tavar Clark now. And as we look back here at GT4, they're not even around the turn just yet. Oh, someone touches the wall there. Did not get to see who it was. I think it's Matthew Titus now. Come on, GT4, keep it together. You guys gotta go. You guys gotta go. Keep it up, keep it up. As GT3 are well on the way here. It's almost a lap down, or half a lap I should say.
Yo, make way for Jaden, make way for Jaden.
And look at this 4-way fight now for P1. Alright, GT4. Go, go, go. Here we have, they're off now, GT4, a little bit of spread out. But they do get going now. Looking back at the top of the field, though, look at this. The fastest guy is Christian Rajnath is making his way through the field here. He's already up into 6th position, and he's seeing Wallace now ahead of him. But I don't want to look away from this fight at the front here. It's a 4-way fight. John Green having a look on the inside of Oswin Wilson. Oswin trying to stay up here with all of them doing 2:16s. Beautiful racing here now by the top 4. Kurt Mosto with the fastest lap. Mornay going a little bit wide there out of turn 1. And he's going to lose base now with John Green. Let's look right with John now. Up the mountain they go, ladies and gentlemen. Up into Quarry's Bend. Oh, just had to come off the gear there. John Green, but look at it. Oswin Wilson now is pressuring Kurt Moss for this first position, and Kurt did not get to put that many laps in. As a matter of fact, he did quite a good amount of laps here, the highest laps being 50. Ooh, Machine Wallace now seeing 8th position. I think he touched the wall again. How much more can this McLaren take as Roper and Titus are going at it as well here for 6th position? Christian Rajnath has been released.
Sorry.
Ooh, Titus with an issue here now. Both McLaren looking pretty banged up. I was about to say, does get going. Taylor now with an issue in 15th position. That's going to be 7th position for the GT4s. He does get going again. So Oswin Wilson has lost just a bit of time here to Kurt Moss now. Kurt Moss still with the fastest time, 2:06.7, and Oswin losing a bit of time there with his 2:07.1. So they're settling down now as Cale Van Roper loses a position. We've got a fight here on our hands. The McLarens are sandwiching this Audi here. We ride now with Titus. And he's gaining on him. The slipstream working very nicely for him here. And he's on the inside, Titus. He holds that line quite well. Looking back here at Kale, it doesn't seem as though Kale has a bit of damage I can see on that car. Tavar Clark down there in 9th position. But the teammates here seem... Ooh, Kale! You can see him losing that car there now. And even more damage sees the Audi. Meanwhile, Oswin closing that gap even more now to Kurt Moss. Kurt Moss might be regulating the pressure here, but I'll tell you what, the top 3 has made it way clear from that guy in 4th position, Mornay Duploy. On the outside, John Green is having a look now. I dare say the Guinness car is working here at Bathurst. If you can remember back to, I think it was 2019, they brought it home for the British car company.
I can deal with it later.
First time we can hear it. And this is where Oswin Wilson is strongest. They've got cars now ahead of them. And he's got a lift. You can hear him lifting as the GT4 car there is in a peculiar position, and he cannot get to the brake just enough. He's managed to hold on to the position though, as John Green did have that GT4 car to the left of him. So John actually could not have gotten by. These are the challenges you face here, and you have to cope with them. Otherwise, I dare say this would be one boring race. I'll take that back. These guys are doing a phenomenal job all by themselves. They're up in front. They've separated themselves from Kirsten Rajnot there by 5 seconds almost. 10 seconds almost. Oh, even more traffic now. Kurt Moss has to navigate through, as well as Oswin Wilson. No, that person got in the way there, did they? It's Joshua Brady and Jaden Harrison. What a challenge in this race this is. Now, John Green with all that pace, where is Brady going to go? He's on the inside, comes in contact with Oswin Wilson. And he's gonna lose that position now to John Green. I did tell them they need to be smart about the way they overtake, as these GT4 cars are still in a race. And now Oswin sees 3rd position, but Mornay, who survived that altercation through the back markers here, in a better position to attack Oswin now. Meanwhile, John Green has been let go of that, has been released out of 3rd position, and is fighting now for that first. He's going for it, or can he? Let's take a look back at the GT4 cars. 7.3 seconds now to raw per tab. He said earlier, this track is beautiful and nice, but still scary. So I wonder which one he's got going for him. Clearly the beautiful and nice is working to a particular function here. As Michael McName for his 2nd race here at CSRO. Oh, Javon Edie and Javon Taylor, can't see them right now, has got some issues. But Kurt Moss is approaching this guy here, Michael McName, who's in 2nd position. As you can see, John Green is gaining on him now to the dipper section. And this is the challenge they face. They got to get across Michael McName, but Michael has also got to remain in a predictable position. They do get by. What kind of pace does the Bentley have? Oh, look at him gaining on that Mercedes. He's gonna cross him over, and he's got him down the back straightaway. Conrad Straight here is playing to the Bentley. John Green goes ahead. This is devastating for Oswin Wilson in terms of points, but we've got 46 minutes left here on the clock. Kurt Moss is sticking with him. Right now with Kurt. Oh, John just runs it wide there, misses his braking point, and now Kurt Moss goes ahead. They come into contact with each other there. And Kurt just said, "What was that, John?" As they go down the front straight, a mountain straight actually. John Green is having a look on the inside still. He wants to plant that car there, but he doesn't have the right to do so. Oswin Wilson now sees second position here behind John. And look at this. This is a tight battle we have here. Some of the most experienced guys at at CSRO. Oswin Wilson nipping at the bud here of that Bentley. Meanwhile, this has given him an opportunity, Mornay an opportunity to catch back up with these guys. Robert Tab there coming in contact almost with Mornay. Mornay now sees Oswin Wilson, and now John Green gets back up under Kurt Moss. Yo, I don't know if they can keep this up for 44 minutes, guys. Who's gonna break first? Who's gonna get out of this first? I don't know. The pressure is intense here. Kurt Moss knows it now. He knows where that Bentley is stronger, and he's trying to plant his car in positions that is going to make it very difficult here for John Green. Where John Green needs to be strongest is coming off the top of the mountain. Kurt Moss just runs it a little wide there, while John Green runs it short. So he's going to lose some time now to Oswin Wilson. Lost a position in Matthew Titus here, losing a position to his teammate. He's almost losing the rear end of that car. They're holding it down, the teammates in 6th and 7th, and it's a lonely 5th position for Christian Rajnaut now. As we look forward, it's a bit spread out here for the top runners. Oh, Ozzy sliding that car through Quarry Bend there. But he held on. These guys are in top form, I tell you. Some of the best racers here in the Caribbean. You're getting to see it right here, live at CSRO. Hit that like, subscribe button right now. Tavar Clark loses a position here to his teammate in 8th and 9th. Coming off the mountain now, John is closer again. But Kurt is no fool, I'll tell you that much. If he has to go by, he will let him go by. Ooh, a little bit oversteer there from John, so he's not going to be as close as you want to be, or will he? Right now with John. He's gaining. But as White is trying to be there, Kurt Moss trying to put his elbows out. They go neck and neck into the chase here. They switch back. Where is Kurt Moss going to go? He goes to the outside. John Green moves over. That is in his right. As Oz now is right up under that Mercedes. I'm excited. This is enjoyable. I'm enjoying this. This is fun. Right now with Ozzy. Kurt Moss here. It seems as though they had a great exit there against Aussie. Aussie's not as close as we switch to Kurt Moss now. Kurt not letting that Bentley out of his sight. John glitched there, and I wonder if that was just for me. See, this is where Kurt Moss is loose. He's not strong through this section. The Mercedes is not strong through this section. And once the Bentley is able to stretch its legs, that's it. Look at where he is now to Oswin Wilson and Mornay. And look at that Bentley running off into the distance here. Unfortunately, as it stands, Oswin is going to lose this title. But there's still got a lot of time left to go. The GT4 cars are pretty stretched out here. Raul Pertab leading them. He's got about 17.6 seconds in his hands to play with against Michael McName. They're both in the Alpine A110 GT4 cars. Jaden Harrison in the Aston Martin Vantage GT4 car is about 6/10 behind Michael McName. About 5/10 now behind Michael McName. Oh, Kurt Moss takes back the lead here. Oh, and he's going to touch the wall as well as Javon Eady is ahead of them. And now he reclaims the lead, John Green. But there's even more traffic ahead. And Oswin Wilson as well is trying to fight through. It's only Mornay who's left to cross over now. And he does get it done, but they've all lost a bit of time here. Mornay getting the shorter end of that stick. Oh, and Michael McName is passed now by Jaden Harrison, the Aston Martin. Goes into second position for the GT4. Michael trying to stick it up on the inside, but he just is not close enough. Oh, look at how slow these cars go up this hill. I feel so sad. Well, you know what? They do well in this. They do get elevated into the GT3 classification for the next championship. That's how it works. Oh, Oswin Wilson even closer now to Kurt Moss. Oh no! Someone spun? It's Anna Adam here. He did sign up for this championship from the beginning, but like I said earlier, he did have some computer issues. He's now back in it finally. Good to see that. At least we know we might have him for the rest of the time. Let's look ahead now. Oswin Wilson is pressuring the old guy. Well, I shouldn't say old, he's quite young. Kurt Moss here, the Jamaican. On the immense pressure here, but look at Mercedes. They've got 2 to 5 here locked out. Kurt Moss is gaining time to him on the, I think it's the climb that's really bad for John Green. It's slow for him on the climb up this mountain, but as soon as he can get to stretch those legs here, that's where the Bentley is strongest. Oh, Kelvin Roper loses it ahead of them, and it's surprising that he didn't come in contact with any of the front runners there. struggling in that Audi. Anna Adam now goes out. And in the Porsche, the only Porsche here running for the GT4s. I'm not sure if he can make it back here. Where is he on track? He's not really in a bad position here. But he's got to watch himself here now. Not quite sure what has happened there. They're going to have a yellow flag in this sector. And he's in a good position for now. So, as race director, that's quite all right. Looking back ahead, John Green has got a little bit of time to play with. But who doesn't is Kirk Moss, as he got Oswin Wilson breathing down his neck now as they go into turn 1. Let's ride with Ozzy. Tavar Clark comes out of pit lane there. Remember, it's a mandatory pit stop here through this session. So they will have to pit and get a change of tire here. And this is where John Green, you can see him backing up Kurt Moss into Oswin Wilson. John Green being slower on the up climb here. Climb up rather. And he runs it wide there, John. Raul Pertap goes into pit lane. Cale Vaden Roper with another issue here, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very hard time he's having here, Cale, in that Audi. While the Bentley does have the legs, ladies and gentlemen, it still cannot get away as far as it like here, as John would like for it to do, because look at how close Kirk Moss still is, and it's through this section here, starting from here, that the Bentley just cannot perform. It's relying on that back mark. Look at it, Kurt goes even faster in that lap with a 2:06.1. John Green might be pacing himself now. I should make mention of that, and he messes it up. Kurt Moss now's got a really good run here. He's tucking in behind the Bentley. And he just holds on there, John Green. And Anna Adam is saying that he ran out of fuel. So he definitely miscalculated how much he needed here, or he missed his pit stop. But he definitely did not heed those warnings as Japan Edie seeks the wall again. I don't want to look away from this fight though. And Kurt Moss and Oswin Wilson are both keeping John Green honest here in this race. We're about to hit that 50% mark. Mornay Duploy! I did not see that, but he's now back in 5th position, is he? Yes, he is. Christian Rajnath crossed him over there into 4th. It must have happened during the back markers there. Oh! And we've got another car seeing the wall. It's Tavar Clark again. And Mornay has had to take evasive action there because he simply just could not have entered that turn that way. Looking back ahead now, they're entering back into the danger zone here for John Green. I don't think John is having a great time. He's under pressure, ladies and gentlemen. And it's been like this since the start of the race. Here we go, the Bentley's pulling away again, but through the mountain section, you definitely will see it's lacking here, especially in the climb up into Quarry Bend. Oswin Wilson seemingly biding his time though. Let's ride with Kurt Moss. Running that really wide, he's had to correct that. Still managing to stick close, Kurt Moss. He's a little bit slow on the exit there, but that's fine. The Bentley is getting away though. Remember, they're gonna have to start thinking about their strategies now as we are over the 50% mark. Oh, Cale Vanderroper with another issue here. And Tavar Clark as well. Meanwhile, Jaden Harrison still holds on to this first position, but very close behind is Raul Pratap. Remember, Raul did go into pit lane here. And I'm not quite sure if Jaden did take his pit stop. Kurt Moss closer now. Down the mountain straight they go. Joshua Brady seemingly trying to stay out of the way. Gets on the grass and is all bumpy. Now he's braking to let Oswin go by, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. I have no issues with that. Joshua doing a really good job here to let the leaders go by. This is coming down to mind games, guys. Also got to be really good about your strategy here. These are guys that don't pit early though, I'll tell you that much. You'll hardly, both of them touch the wall there. John Green and Kurt Moss. And it's lucky that they get away with it, but Kurt Moss running that really wide there, and now Oswin has caught up back. This race has truly separated the men from the boys. Unfortunately, we've lost Mornay in that because he was up here at 1.12 as Machine Wallace pits. I can see a yellow flag here from Matthew Titus. He's taken this McLaren out. Well, you know, McLaren Honda, and need not say anymore. So Machine Wallace did take that pit stop. He's now back in the race here in 6th position. Meanwhile, Mornay Duploi is right up under Christian Rajnaut. John Green goes into the pit lane now. I thought for a moment there that he got past, but no. John is the one, and Oswin Wilson is calling out to Kurt Moss to push on this lap now, because he knows he's got to try to overcut on John Green here to get the points that is needed to win this championship. Mornay Duploi does get that done. He does go ahead against Christian Rajnaut, but Christian comes back now. Fight for 4th position. Oh, he's dipping into pit lane. There is Christian Rajnaut. Meanwhile, John Green coming out of pit lane at 40 seconds there on the clock. Remember that, because we're about to see either Kurt Moss or Oswin Wilson produce a pit stop here. As a back marker, Michael McName tries to stay out of the way here. Oswin Wilson does not want to be held up here. Christian Rajnaut still in pit lane though. And he's got a good lead ahead of Mission Wallace, so that 5th position is secured right now. Coming up against some more back markers here. And Oswin will want to get away from this as fast as possible. It seems as though he's lost some time, but will he dive into the pit lane? He thought about it. Oh, he's had to go overtake Jaden Harrison now into the pit lane. Alright, let's stay with Oswin Wilson here. See how long he takes in pit lane. Where is John Green? He's about 30 seconds behind the leader, actually. No, behind. This is a relative, so he's behind Oswin Wilson. Oh, he's got about 10 seconds to play with. Is that for real? I don't believe so. Oh no, John Green just do a good job. Oswin Wilson did lose time here. Or did he? No, it's about 2 seconds deficit to John Green. He will have a lap of fresher tires though. And Kurt Moss now with about the same 30 seconds here. 30 and a half seconds. Unfortunately, he's got to do better than 40 seconds in the pit stop. Got to do better than 30 seconds in the pit stop. And where's John Green? I think I can hear GT4 cars ahead of him. He's just gotten past Joshua Brady, actually. Oswin Wilson is going to want to navigate through Joshua, and he does get by quite easily, I might say. Kurt Moss though, down Conrad straight now. Will he take it into pit lane? He's got 30 minutes before the pit lane closes. And of course, if he does not take that pit stop within that time, he's going to be disqualified. Does not pit. He's going to try and stretch this out here. Meanwhile, John Green has stretched it out and is putting about 3.3 seconds ahead of John Green, of Oswin Wilson. Meanwhile, Rene Duploy, as we said, has reclaimed that 4th position from Christian Rajnaut. Remember, Christian did pit, so he's now 40 seconds behind. Mornay is going to want to be doing around the same here. In terms of pit stop time, but he's got a lot of traffic ahead of him. He's going to lose some time now, even more time to Christian Rajnaut. Will he? Christian is down Conrad Street and nothing but fresh air ahead of him. Let's take a look back now at GT4. Raw per tab is some 14 seconds ahead of Michael McName. Quite comfortable here in the lead of this race for the GT4 classification. Michael McName has got about the same amount of time. Oh, as Oswin Wilson is going to try to get by. Where will Michael be predictable? Oh, he's not letting Oswin by. He's going to run into that wall. Almost comes into contact with Oswin Wilson. Oswin running a very tight line through there. Michael McName, just hold on to second place. You're having a lot of issues here, Michael McName. Look back, Joshua now with issues in third position. Hey, Harrison gets going again. Gets going by rather. And maybe it's because of this back marker in Javon Edie. But Brady losing out on that third position now. And Kurt Moss is in pit lane, ladies and gentlemen. He does get going again, but John Green goes back in the lead now. What is his pit stop time? It's about 40.5 seconds. It's still about the same here. But as it is, advantage John Green. 3.4 seconds is a lot. And it's just 19 and a half minutes left in the event, ladies and gentlemen. And as it stands, John Green will win this championship. Make a note of that. It's about 3.5 seconds now coming down the mountain. Meanwhile, Oswin Wilson is closing the gap to Kurt Moss as he's much stronger through the mountain. There's Kurt Moss right there, and you can see the distance now that separates the two of them. Guys have spread out now and they're quite comfortable. Meanwhile, Kelvin Roper and Tavar Clark has got each other as company here for 8th and 9th position. Audie's not performing quite well here on the mountain. Michael McName goes into pit lane. Matthew Titus and Machine Wallace holding it down for Team McLaren here. 6th and 7th. Gonna pick up a nice heap of points here. Jaden Harrison goes into 2nd position now, ahead of Michael McName as Michael is in pit lane. He's gonna lose a couple more. Oh, he's gonna lose that 3rd position. Joshua Brady's gonna go into that 3rd position now. Does get going again here, Michael. It's about 50.2 seconds there for the GT4 classification, is it? Or maybe that's just his pit stop, but This is your race leader here for GT4. And this is a great fight. Oh, Christian Rajnot getting held up here. A little bit more. As Mornay, I don't believe Mornay has pitted just yet because of that 48 seconds deficit to Christian Rajnot. Unless, of course, Christian really is doing this badly. Oh, I can see the Audi losing it again. Did it? Nope, did not. Christian does get by, but is struggling on the mountain. Now 50 seconds separates himself and Duploy. And it seems as though he's not going to be able to reclaim that position here. From Duploy. Kale and Tavar are just gonna go at it as teammates as Kale goes ahead, and they're racing pretty aggressively here against each other's teammates. But at this point, it might just be all fun and games for them. Looking back ahead, Kurt Moss has decreased that time there to John Green by 50% actually. John run that wide there. So 2/10, 3/10, 4/10 goes to Kurt Moss. Kurt Moss seemingly very fast there. Gets the fastest time of the race, 2:05.349. Kurt Moss putting on the pressure here now, and what was once 3 seconds is now 8/10. Beautiful shot here. You get to see the workings of the Mercedes, and John Green runs that really wide. So now Kurt is back in contention here now for this race win, because John Green has got issues, I believe. As 12 minutes remain here in this session, ladies and gentlemen. John Green is back on the pressure from Kurt Moss here for the lead of the race in the GT3 classification. Meanwhile, Joshua Brady pits from third position rather, and Michael McLean goes back into third. We can see clouds getting darker around here. Oh, right on the cusp here now is Kurt Moss, and he's got Javon Taylor ahead of him, who doesn't decide whether he goes left or right. John Green having to come across him now. Kurt Moss wants to pull out, he wants to go to that inside line. And he gets it on the break and he goes in. Quarry's bending, go neck and neck almost. Great stuff here from the duo. I don't believe that Bentley is well. John might have overworked the tires here. And Kurt Moss is just going to place that pressure on even more. Look at it. The Bentley cannot grip as best as the Mercedes through that section. And he's being forced to eat up the curbing here once more. Oh, almost loses the rear end there into the dipper. Out through Forrest's elbow, and John Green is going to be happy that he's finally off that mountain as 10 minutes sees us. Can the Jamaican trump the Guyanese here at Mount Panorama? It's getting dangerously close to the end. And that usually means it's going to be dangerously desperate here for quite a few of them. Oh, he runs it wide! Kurt Moss gets up alongside him now. He's going to bring that car on the inside and into turn one. He sets it up nicely. He's even got a back marker ahead of him for good measure. And he goes back into the lead of this race. Well done by the Jamaican. He goes back into the lead of this race, and that Bentley has got more issues than not to worry about here with 9 minutes left on the clock. You can hear how heavy this car is to get back on the power through the mountain section on the climb. What a pass there by Kurt Moss. Even with the back marker ahead of him, he managed that to perfection. The Jamaican reclaiming the lead of this race over the Guyanese. Kurt Moss is in a league of his own. Oh, he touches the wall. Both of them touch the wall. And now John Green is well back into contention here for the lead of this race. He's letting that Bentley stretch his legs. And they go neck and neck down Conrad Straight now. He gets back into the lead of this race. Oh, they collide! John Green messing up that exit there. Getting all shaken, and now Kurt Moss got into the back of him. And the Bentley is now 3 seconds away from that top spot. Unfortunately, this might be it, as 7 minutes is seen on the clock. Can Oz win though? And what kind of damage does John have? On a somber end there to that battle. Oswin has an opportunity here, does he? No, he does not. It's about 5 seconds here. Unless John Green suffer some more. He's gonna be able to claim. Oh, you can see him on the edge. He's driving the legs out of this Bentley.
Frick.
And just will apologize there from that outburst there from Michael McName. So we do have kids on here, I suppose. But Kurt Moss goes back into the lead of this race. He's going to hold on to that. What about 2.8 seconds, is he? He sure is going to, as we are about to see crunch time. 5.4 seconds to Oswin Wilson. It's unfortunate Oswin just couldn't get it done here today. The Mercedes not that superior against the Bentley here of Oswin Wilson.
Suspension damage.
And we can hear Michael McName, they're calling out suspension damage. So Joshua Brady does have another opportunity here. Where is Joshua? He's now down the midsection of Conrad Strait. And Michael McName is on the penultimate turn with 4 minutes left on the clock. 4.5 minutes. Joshua's got an opportunity here at a podium position. He's just got to hold on here, the Jamaican. As Michael is nursing this car, you can see him having very, very difficult time there. As who was that? Matthew Titus missing his braking point. We got a really good look at the McLaren 720S though. One beautiful piece of machinery. He's gonna have to wait until he gets back on the track though, as he just cannot come back onto the racing line there to disrupt anyone. But like I was saying, Joshua Brady's got an opportunity here. 16 seconds and 3.5 minutes or so. Can he get it done? That's a bit of a long shot, I'd say. Meanwhile, John Green is not decreasing that time there to Kurt Moss, but he doesn't even need to because his race is not against Kurt Moss. It's against Oswin Wilson. Joshua Brady looking quite comfortable here through this section. McPhillamy Park, it's called. Oh no! He loses the rear end. He cannot even get it under control, does he? Joshua Brady, what is this? Tokyo Drift? What a beautiful display of car handling here by the Jamaican. 10 seconds now separates him from Michael McName. He does touch the wall right there. He does touch the wall. He's going to lose some time. Already back to 11 seconds now. But Michael is suffering. He's down Conrad Strait. You can see him in and out of that suspension damage. You can see him. He's just trying to hold on here now. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Meanwhile, John Green does get within 2 seconds here of Kurt Moss as Kurt Moss sees Jaden Harrison as backmarker traffic. Oh boy. Oh boy. 1.7 seconds almost, and it's coming through to the section where the Bentley is strongest. The entire sector 3 to 1, I'd say. The Bentley is dominant. Meanwhile, Brady is under 10 seconds, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough, I suppose. With just 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. Tavar Clark comes in the way of John Green here. He gets over him. And when they cross the line, oh, he just overshoots his break-in point. He's going to lose even more time now, John. And they've got just 1 lap remaining. Lost it. He's not going to be able to regain this time. It's already at 2.6 seconds. And Kurt Moss, I do believe, had an outstanding race today, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for the Jamaican. As long as he can hold on here to the final 2 sectors. 3, 2, 1, 0. That is it. Race is over when he gets across the line. He's going to claim the king of Bathurst here at CSRO because he has won. Oh! Who is that at the end there? Does stay out of the way for Kurt Moss though. 1.7 seconds, 1.6 seconds here. John Green is getting dangerously close here. Oh, Kurt runs it really tight into Forrest's elbow. But John is going to oversteer that car on exit. And I'm sorry, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. Kurt Moss is going to win this one. 1.2 seconds. 1.1 seconds.
Sorry.
Where is this going? It's going to go Jamaica. For at least the king of Bathurst. But it's going to go to Guyana. For the championship here in the GT3 classification. Kurt Moss is going to be the king of Mount Panorama. Great run there, guys. Bring it down to turn 1 for me, please. Turn 1, thank you. John Green is going to bring it home in 2nd position. Oswin Wilson is going to come in 3rd. Rene Duploy, unfortunately, he was right there. Where's Wallace? Wallace is saying, come on, man, come on. Christian Rajna is going to claim that 5th position. And then, of course, the top 3. Proper tab. Trying to get around quickly for me, please. What an hour that was of racing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh.
That's good.
Great run there, guys. Great run there.
Come on. Come in, come on.
Oh god, that was hectic.
Come on, man.
Okay, we still got guys racing. I'm sorry.
I have suspension damage. Olympion, man.
So it's going to be Raw Pratap, Jaden Harrison, who's already crossed the line, and then Michael McName, who we knew that had that. Unfortunately, Brady didn't even have an opportunity here because I'm not sure what had happened there at the ending. But he's going to claim that 3rd position here, Michael McName. According to my timing charts, at least he almost touches the wall there.
Yes, man.
Good job there, but he just bring it down to turn 1 with the rest of the guys for me. Thank you. Raw Pratap, do the same. But that is indeed, or was indeed, one hectic run. All right. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot. First off, I'm going to start with Michael. Ooh, getting in a little bit of contact there at the back. Just give me a second. All right, I'm going to start with Michael McName. Not sure how you got that suspension damage, but you managed to hold on. It was about 10 seconds that separated yourself from Joshua Brady there at the end. Talk us through that one. And how did you get the suspension damage?
It was for sector 2. I got the suspension damage. I made sort of an error. I kind of lost control in the rear end and made contact with the wall. And I got to some suspension damage. But however, it was a great race overall. Never thought I would have been on the podium again, because since I pitted and Joshua overtook me, but I tried the undercut on him and I guess it worked out. But great race overall, and I'm really glad I'm on the podium with suspension damage. This is awesome.
Indeed, true. That was crazy holding on there to the end of the race there. And coming in second position was Jaden Harrison. Good run by you here to claim that one. How was it?
Alright, so I had some issues. Lap 1, I got hit, but that wasn't a problem. I came back up and I just fought for the second place. Me and Raul kind of got caught up. Depending on our pitch strategies, we had a nice little battle there. Really enjoyed it, and overall good race.
All right, well, thanks a lot there, Jaden Harrison. Raw Pertab. What an outstanding fight here you've had through this entire series, and congratulations to you. As it stands, you will be the champion of the GT4 classification.
Yeah, that was that was a tough race because my wrists is hurting me right now. That mountain is a tough cookie to conquer. But yeah, great race. I enjoyed that fight with Jaden. That was really nice. But all in all, I'm glad I won the championship. I'm a bit sad my teammate wasn't here, but all in all, good race.
Most definitely. And I want to say those who did win this race are being crowned the king of Bathurst here at CSRO. So you've got that title. Earn it. You've earned it. All right. So we move on now to Oswin Wilson. Man, Oswin, you know, a lot of these guys here in CSRO have been rooting for you. I myself were rooting for you today, and it just went away from you. That Bentley's just too strong.
Not really. I think I could hold off John for a bit, but to get caught up passing some of the GT4s, that is why John got past. But and then after John made his pit stop, I came out the pits and I was behind the. I keep catching the GT4s at some terrible spots. I couldn't really get by, so John keep opening the gap to me. So there was nothing I could do. But I was just cheering our court so he could take away some of the points from John, because I didn't know was the standings that I didn't know was the points count, so I just wanted Court to win and take away as much points as possible from John.
I did hear you urging Kurt on indeed, but nevertheless at the end Kurt did manage to take some points away, but it was just not enough there for you. And then of course John Green is going to be crowned, I should say once again actually, he's going to be crowned in a title here at CSRO on the auspices of the GT.
Stefan, quick.
Go ahead.
I think I still won the championship because I was 10 points ahead.
I'm seeing here from calculations that was given to me, it was
That is
7
correct.
points that was needed.
No,
We'll have to look at it at the ending of it. In any case, we do go over these as officials and put out official standings on our Instagram page. So thanks a lot for that correction. We're going to have it looked at again. All right, so as I was saying there, John Green getting into that second position. We still got to look after the points here, but this seemed like a very challenging race for you. What was going on with that car towards the end?
The car was fine. It was a tough race for sure. I knew where the Bentley was fast, and I guess Kurt and everyone knew where the Bentley was slow onto the brake, and so yeah, it was a tight race. There were so many points where the GT4 car just got in front of Kurt and Oswin, and I just allowed me to catch them back. because of the law. I was just trying to get those tires up. They take a really long time to get hot. So, but yeah, and then when you're in the lead, the minute you see a GT4 car, because you can't ask them to move out the way, right? Because they're racing. But it actually was really challenging. I love the race. It was interesting. I think we definitely have to discuss some stuff after the race with the contact. But for sure, it was one of the best races I had.
All right. As we move on now to the man of the hour here, it's Kurt Moss. Kurt, what an outstanding drive, man. And even through the pit stops, we thought it might have been over there as you had about 3 seconds in hand to John Green. But you did indeed conquer the mountain today. Talk us through that one.
Man, I'm so stressed right now and sweaty. I need to go get a good shower, bro. Like this was one of the most stressful races I've ever had, but it was a good one. And I must commend the GT4 guys for the most part. Surprisingly, at one of the worst tracks to deal with traffic, that they behaved quite well for the most part. There's no real incident that I can really complain too much about. So kudos to the GT4 guys. You guys did an awesome job, man. I have to commend you. So yeah, that's about it, man.
Just tell us quickly the ending there. Were you in the zone? I believe we just saw an animal come alive there towards the end of that race.
Well, I went on to the softs for the end of the race, so I was like more confident going into the corners. I could dive all the way down, and the Benz is just really good on cornering. So, and the braking is just excellent. So I was just confident in the car, even though it had a lot of damage. It was really running good, man. And that Bentley is no joke on that straight line speed.
Most definitely, we did see that a lot there. John being able to stretch the legs on that Bentley and get away. But you are the king of Mount Panorama here at CSRO. I'm going to say, just as I said to Rob Tab, you've earned it. Enjoy it. And thank you guys all for coming out here today and racing with us once again. We will take a short recess, about a month or so, 4 weeks to be exact, and come back with a new series. It's going to be the Caribbean Formula Series. Not sure if we're going to go straight to a Formula 1 car or we're going to do an experiment once again with the Formula 2s as we did in the
you
past.
ready for your bath? Let's go.
I can't hear still Kurt there. That's all right.
Oh, sorry.
So, so are we going to go back to the Formula 2s? That was quite entertaining when we went to Baku. And if you want to check that out, you can actually see it on our YouTube channel there. Oh, before you leave, do remember to hit that like and subscribe button with the notification bell to know when we go live again. But most importantly, check the links in our description for our Instagram, Facebook, and website to stay in contact with us through our recess. All right. I'm going to take a short break here now, and I'm going to leave you guys because I know you guys want to get on talking about the race there. I'm going to get out of here and close off the stream, so just give me about 5 seconds. All right, folks. Right, so we do head into a recess here for 4 weeks, and it's going to give us the organization a time to prepare the next championship, where we take these guys into the top tier of motor racing in terms of classification, and that will be the Formula cars. Like I said, we did do an experiment with the Formula 2 cars before, and we had an outstanding race, I would say, at Baku. Unfortunately, the video that you will find in our YouTube, it's not that good a quality because back then we were actually streaming on Facebook, and to get a good copy from Facebook, it was kind of near impossible. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit out of quality, but if you look at it on your mobile phone, for instance, it's going to be better for you than looking at it on your screen on your computer or TV, for instance. But yeah, we do take these guys to Formula racing in the next championship. That's going to be way more difficult because, as the simulation does suggest, you will be in a Formula car where you have to manage the MGUK and the MGUH delivery, and you're going to see guys just working it throughout the entire lap. You're going to have to know when to deploy your energy, and also the DRS. How could we forget the DRS that is currently OP in the current standings at the moment in the current classification? But that is it. What we have for now. You know, I did promise you guys we were going to give away this Assetto Corsa, the Assetto Corsa copies, but I think we're going to hold back on this for a bit. We are working on something else that would make much more sense to give away those copies in. I can't say it just yet, but it's coming later in going to be November, is it right? Yeah, in November. All right, so stay tuned, guys, as I close off the stream now. Just remember, every link that is possible for us is in the description. Thank you for liking and subscribing if you did. See you soon.
Tell me what you like, tell me what you like. Go!